Summer is flying by, and before we know it, kids will be heading back to the classroom. So now is the perfect time to make sure they're healthy and ready to learn. Pediatrician Lisa Shen-Basson with Optum Washington is here with back to school health checklists for families. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
I can't believe it's this time again.
I know.
But here we are. So let's just talk about it. Families are getting ready for the new school year. What vaccines should parents be thinking about?
Yeah, so if you haven't gotten up to date on your vaccines, now is a great time to go visit your pediatrician. For those entering kindergarten, you should have your 4 and 5 year vaccines. And for a lot of kids entering into middle school, you should have your 5th, 6th grade vaccines coming up.
Wow. So what if parents who aren't really sure if their kids do have certain vaccines or not? What's the best first step?
Call your doctor's office. Yeah,
Okay.
We'll have the records usually. It's all in there. We'll look it up for you and tell you what you need.
So there's no shame in it. Just call.
no,
Goodness,
just call.
we're all busy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yes.
When should families schedule annual wellness visits or sports physicals too?
Yeah. So I think it just depends on how busy the family is. Most of my families try to make it around their kid's birthday. It's just an easy thing to remember. A lot of people, if they're really busy, they try to come in the summer.
Yeah.
So August is a very popular time to be doing your checkups. We are very busy in August doing checkups.
Okay, well, if nothing else, just put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
The birthday thing, now that I'm remembering,
I know.
mine was always around my birthday.
Yes.
And I'm like, why do I always have this plan?
I know.
Now I get it.
I try to tell people, don't come in on your kid's birthday, though. It's just,
But around there,
Yeah,
you're
around
right.
there is great.
You're right.
Yep.
What kinds of health concerns can pediatricians screen for, too, during this time?
Yeah, we try to do a screen for pretty much everything. So we'll do things like vision and hearing. Most doctors' offices should at least check that once a year. And it's just a screening tool, so in case there is a problem, we can send you to the right people. We'll look at basic things, blood pressure, and then just do a general checkup and make sure your kid is ready for the school year.
Yeah, it's a great time to do that. What does a healthy school year diet look like, too, for children and teens? And really anyone. I mean, I'm going to be listening very intently to this answer that you have today, Lisa.
I mean, it's just like eat the rainbow, right? I mean, there is some thing to be said about that. So eat everything. There's really no bad food other than maybe ultra processed foods or extra sugar, but eat what looks healthy, and it probably is pretty healthy. Some good protein, some good carbs, first thing in the morning, hopefully, before you send your kids off to school.
Yes, I think that is important, too, to not rush going to school and actually sit down and have something maybe more than a Pop-Tart, would you say?
Or maybe nothing is what I usually get told. So pretty much anything is better than nothing, but ideally a little bit of protein to get you through the morning.
Definitely. And when you say eat the rainbow, you're talking about fruits, veggies, looking at all of the colors and putting as much as you can on the plate, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So do what works for you, but hopefully just feed your kids something in the morning.
Yes, I need to take this on advice too. Sleep often gets overlooked as well. This is something that I'm always thinking about too. The school year is such a busy time. We're used to staying up late in the summer. How much sleep do children and teens actually need, would you say?
Probably more than you think they do. Usually when we talk in the office, most kids and teens tell me how much they get, and they think it's enough, but generally speaking, I would say most of the time they're probably underestimating how much they need. And I think most parents can recognize when their kids are pretty tired during the day. Like you pick up your kid after school when they're falling asleep in the back seat, probably not getting enough sleep. Or maybe they're not getting the right kind of sleep too. So I think this is where your doctor really can come in and help and figure out what's happening.
Would you say to kind of chill out at night too, screen times, I heard, put that away, TV.
Yeah, and then ideally a little bit more quiet time, an hour before you go to bed. And it's definitely harder this time of year. It's really light outside, even at 9 p.m., but in the winter, it's a lot easier.
I know, it's true. We're all going to be in our cozy beds before we know it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This was really interesting. I really appreciate your time.
Of course.
And for more information about the services available through Optum Washington, just visit the website that you see right there on your screen.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Optum.